Hi everybody, Tyler here with Sparkle with Tyler, and today I have a really cool unboxing for you. This is Candy Fish by Lisa LaRose. It's a DAC kit, and it came out I want to say a few weeks ago. It came out in early 2025, but it's a really cool round canvas by DAC, and it's about 34 by 22 inches or 86 by 56 cm. It's a little bit of a larger canvas. It's kind of standard DAC, but it's a really cool piece of artwork. And you can actually see from the render, it's kind of a pastel-y color, but it's just a really unique concept. So it's all these fish in candy dispensers. So it's this play on like candy fish or Swedish fish, right? So I remember seeing it and just falling in love and just loving the idea of it. And just, I was on the fence about putting it on my wish list initially or buying it. And I ended up buying it because I had FOMO, I'll be real. So I'm really excited to have it. I can't wait to do it. I can't wait to submit it to the fair. And here we are. So without further ado, I'm going to get the cellophane off of this real fast before we go through it. And then we'll go around the box. We'll look at the outer box, the inner box, the canvas, the drill Sammich, and we'll get through the whole thing. I'll be right back. Okay, so the top piece of plastic is off. And that's so I can protect the box once I put this back in my stash. I only cut the top piece of plastic off and I keep the rest of it on. That's kind of my Tyler style, just so I can keep the box all together and it's protected from dog hair, water, whatever it may be in my household. So feel free to do what you want. You can take all of the plastic off, obviously, but I just like to take the top off whenever possible. Going from top to bottom on this box, you'll see on a DAC box, the top part of it now is the render. So you'll see actually this is what the artwork is going to look like once you lay your drills down. So it's really cool that you can kind of get a sneak peek of what your art is going to look like. The next piece you'll see is the original artwork. So this is the entire canvas as original artwork. You get information about the name of the canvas, the artist, and the size. Obviously the DAC information. This is a pink box, so you'll see that this is a round canvas. It's a pink box, meaning it's a round canvas. You get a round dot, meaning it's a round canvas, and you'll see that this is an all-inclusive kit, so it says that in a couple of different places. Going around, you'll see that the render continues to wrap around. It says, unleash your inner artist. And then on the back, it tells you how to diamond paint. It gives you information about the kit contents, which we're going to go over in detail. You get your legalese, more legalese, obviously, and then Diamond Art Club's information about where they are, their website, all of that. On the other side of the box, you get the other part of the wraparound for the render. And then we get to the fun part, right? Like the super fun part about canvas information. So this is a full diamond coverage painting or a full drill. You get another copy of the original image, and then you get information about the colorway. So there are 65 colors in this painting. 4 of them are AB drills, 2 of them are fairy dust. So you have a total of 6 special drills, and this canvas in total is about 63,000 drills. That's the SKU if you ever need it, and this is all the information about socials for DAC. On the bottom of the box, you will see that this has information about the canvas as well. So it has the original image, the name of the canvas, artist, and size, as well as a barcode. This is so if you stack your canvases, you can see on the bottom what canvas this is without having to label it. The inner box that you receive from DAC is going to have a few things. Your toolkit, your canvas, your drill Sammich, your kitting up stickers, and potentially a trading card. That's specific to DAC. So we're going to go piece by piece and see what's inside. Toolkit, kitting up stickers, trading card, etc. until we get all the way down to the drill Sammich. This is your toolkit. This is a standard current DAC toolkit, and what you'll see is they come in these off-white plastic bags. On the front, they say DAC Diamond Painting Toolkit, and they say what's in the front of them. So you have your applicator, your multi-placer, your single placer, your wax, your tray, and that's a stackable tray. We'll talk about that, and your baggie. So it kind of does, it comes with everything you'll need. And what I do in my unboxings is I just pull whatever comes out first, and we talk about it. So, and normally that's the pen. So this is your DAC pen. And you'll see it has 2 sides to it. So there's a multi-placer on this side, and then there's a twist-in-place applicator. So to open this, what you do is you pull straight out, and you'll see that there is a brass tip on this end. This is the first time I have actually opened one of the pens that now contains wax. These used to have putty in them, And so they now come with clear wax. So I will have to report back on how well these work. I've heard good things, but instead of having a white putty in them, they now contain wax. To use these, what you're going to do is you're going to twist gently until you feel a little bit of pressure. Do not crank on these or they can either explode or they will shoot wax out the end. It's messy. So just be really gentle until you feel a little bit of pressure. If you need a little more, just turn a little bit more until you get the wax that you need. You can always turn a little more, but you really can't subtract because it's just going to come out the end. Okay? On the other side, again, you have a multi-placer. This is a 4. I believe they also come with a 7 in this kit, but these just come straight out. And then if you want to replace it with something like a brass, or not a brass, if you want to use like a long steel multi-placer that comes from DAC or your own, you're more than welcome to do so. The next item that comes in your kit is going to be your tray. This has a stopper in it and obviously a lid. You can keep your items in here, your loose items like DAC does. This is that 7 multi-placer I was talking about. This is heart-shaped wax. This is your standard diamond painting wax. It does come with plastic covers on either side, so make sure when you go to use it that you do not drop it, but you also pull back that cover before you try and get wax, or you're just not going to pick anything up. And I personally keep the plastic on top of my wax when I'm not using it. I just push it back down. That helps keep things like dog hair out of it. We are a very dog-friendly household. This is extra wax if you need it for your pen or if you'd like to use it in your single placers. It comes with extra wax for you to refill. And again, you can put all of that back in your tray once you're done if you'd like, or you can put it in your organizers, whatever works best for you. The tray itself comes with these grooves and you can shake it, you can stack these trays, whatever works best for you. They snap really nicely at the end, and on the side it comes branded with the DAC name. So you can see all these little trays, they have the grooves in the bottom, you can stack them right up. And then other items in these bags, you'll get the last item, which is these 15 reusable baggies. So remember, in this kit, there's 65 colors. So 15 baggies is not going to be enough for you to kit up in this baggie methodology. If you're going to kit up using baggies, make sure you plan accordingly and either pull baggies from other kits or grab some of your own from your own stash. So these are great for travel. I personally use these when I travel. So these are great bags. They just won't be enough if you decide to kit up using a bagging method. So just keep that in mind. And then this is your kitting up stickers envelope. All the kitting up stickers now come in an envelope along with your big sticker. And what you do is you flip the back, and then very much like the cootie catchers when you were a kid, you're going to pinch these little flaps, and then you open it, and you'll see on each tab we're going to have information. So you have tips and tricks for diamond painting, DAC socials, information about the kit contents again, which we've already talked about, a coupon for 20% off of your app purchase for the first time. You will see several coupon codes in your kits. Make sure you use them. There's no point in paying retail. And then information about the VIP Facebook group. And then this is your actual kitting up sticker and step-by-step instructions about how to use the applicator and how to diamond paint. So in case you need it or you're teaching someone to diamond paint, you can hand this off to them. This is your actual kitting up stickers. So what's really cool about these is these are all kiss cut stickers or die cut stickers. So this is its own sticker, that's its own sticker, and that's its own sticker. So if you use a diamond painting journal, which I recommend, you can use all of these to decorate. When you go to the inside, these are all accordion folded, by the way. So when you open this, you will see that this is our colorway. It's really, really pretty. It's very vibrant, even though it's kind of pastel. So you'll see that these are all of our colors. Number 1 through, let me see, number 1 through 59 is going to be our standard DMC floss code colors. So those correlate to your embroidery floss that you've seen at the store. And then you'll see our 4AB colors are here and our 2 fairy dust colors. So I'll pull those when we do the drill sandwich and you can take a look at them with me. I'll also point them out as best as I can on the canvas. But this is our colorway. So really pretty, very, very cool. Looks like we have a lot of purples and pinks and obviously some blues for the water, and that will be very fun to diamond paint on. But a lot of purples. I'm a little surprised how many purples there are. On the back, we have a start and end date sticker. We also have our large sticker, which is going to show the original artwork, and we are going to have our information about our kit contents and our dimensions and all of that. So you'll see we have the round drill, we have the number of colors, the shape, the canvas size, and the SKU information. So really helpful, really pretty. I love having this for my diamond painting journal, and it just makes it fun too when I go back and I write about my experience with my kits. So this is your whole sticker sheet. And again, we will go back and use this when we look up special drills and canvas information on the actual physical canvas. And then going back to our canvas, our inner box, you'll see that we have the canvas, and then inside is the drill Sammich here. But what we're going to do right now is we're going to lift the canvas up in real time and see if there is a treasure card in here. So underneath here, we are going to find a treasure card, and I think I need to have a moment because I think I just got my first black card. These are the rarest of the cards, if this is the case, and it is indeed my first black card, which is kind of special because this is the kit that I really wanted for the year. Sorry, y'all, that was really cool, and it's been a really crazy week. So, yeah, that was a black card for Candy Fish, and this is what they look like. And I am so incredibly grateful to have received that and for this to be my first one. So, yeah, thank you, DAC, and thank you, Lady Luck, because it really comes down to luck, right? These are bonuses, and they just get put in boxes. So that's really, and it looks so pretty. The black outline looks very pretty. So that is the trading card for this. And now we're going to go into the canvas. So give me just a second and I will go ahead and unwrap it and we can get going looking at special drills in the canvas field. So in real time, this is what our canvas looks like. And it's going to be a little too long for me to, or tall for me to put in frame all at the same time. But look at how cool it is. It's so cool. Most of the background up top, this is color blocking heaven. So there's obviously a lot of confetti down here, but the whole top here is color blocking heaven. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and have us look at the top really fast, and then I'm going to go ahead and just push this up so we can look at the bottom, which actually is also kind of color blocking heaven because it's going to be all of those gumball machines. So let's do this really fast. There we go. And then what I'll do is I'll take a quick second off camera, reset, and see exactly how high I can get this so that we can look at it all in one go, and I'll point out all of our special drills. Okay, so I apologize, it's a little dark in some spots, but I can tell you where all of our special drills are, and you can get a much better look at the whole canvas in one go, right? So it looks like the majority of our special drills are actually scattered throughout, which surprised me a little bit. So we have a few special drills that we're going to be looking for, and you can see them in the margins if we go over there, but it's so much easier to just look at them on the kitting up stickers. So we are looking for an asterisk, a lowercase n, a /, the arrow, the heart, and the white dot. This is the normal white dot for fairy dust, right? So what we're going to be looking for, and I'll point them out, is we're going to have ABs first. So a lot of the asterisk ABs are actually in areas like this. So they're in the top. So they're like glints on the top of the gumball machines. They're also in areas on the gumballs and candy. There's not a lot in the fish. I don't know if there's really any in the fish themselves, but they're in areas like the gumballs and the gumball machines. The next one that we have is the lowercase n. That's in some of the gumballs, so it's in some of the candy here, but it's mostly in these little fish, right? They're goldfish, so they're in these fish. The next one that we have is this forward/green, and that's in mostly these little candies. So it's just catching glints of candy. You know how they have those really pretty wax coatings on them when you go to the candy store? That's what I think it's trying to allude to. We have a forward, like, fletched kind of triple arrow. I had a hard time finding this. I don't think there's a lot of it, which we'll be able to confirm, but it's mostly in little areas like this. So it's kind of like these small little spots of color. And again, that's really the only spot I could see it. So like here, just minute little amounts, a little bit here on the fish. That's all I could find. I looked and looked and looked and could only find that. The other ones that we have are heart. So that's going to be picked up again in these little tiny spots. We have some over here, and I like in here on the fishies, but just a small, it looked like we have small hits of AB. And then, I'm sorry, that is a fairy dust. We have small hits of special drills, which is going to be kind of neat because I don't think they wanted to like flood it, pun intended. And then obviously you have your white fairy dust, and I think they're using that kind of as that punchy color to get the illusion of water, and you have a lot of it in the metallic colors. There's a ton in all of these gumball machines as well. In the tops you have it. Every single one of the gumballs has some kind of white in it. So they used it a lot. You're going to have a lot of this white fairy dust drill. So you can see basically anywhere there's white, that is that white fairy dust drill. So those are your special drills. There's not a lot of the ABs. There's not a ton of that one fairy dust, but there's a ton of the white fairy dust. So, and again, you can see this is color blocking central. So as someone who loves color blocking, this is going to be a blast for me. And I love that I'll be able to knock out a lot of the outside and then work on the inside and get a lot of color blocking done still, but then I'll have a lot of confetti to work on, or just little sections. So it'll be like, oh, today I'm going to do candy. Today I'm going to do this candy. Today I'm going to do a fish. It'll be nice to kind of block out sections. I think that'll be really good mentally for progress. So this will be a fun canvas for that as well. I never even realized when I purchased it, it'll be good just for kind of the mental piece of progress as well. So that's your canvas. It's really pretty. It's really cool, huh? And it looks really good on the render in person too. Sometimes when I look at things in the camera, they look different than the in-person render, but they look just as good, if not better, in person, which is always a great sign. So, and I think too, this would be a great one for enhancement. I think that you could add in some, I think they're called bubbles from DP with Sparklers. You could do a lot with this. You could enhance it. You could also add some of your own details, because like fish have bubbles, right? So you could add in some of your own pixie dust. There are just a million things you could do with this canvas if you decided to enhance, but as is, absolutely beautiful. And then this is the drill Sammich. So it kind of looks like cotton candy, if you ask me. It's like pastel, beautiful central. I love this colorway. This is part of what I fell in love with when I originally saw the render when it was previewed. So it is a beautiful, colorful, vibrant, candy-coated dream. So it's, you can't really see any of the special drills on first glance, but I'm going to pull them out for you. There's no 6,000 drills on this canvas. It's all standard DMC floss coat colors, so we're only going to pull the 6. And then we will be on our way with our day, but this is the drill Sammich for you. Sorry for the crunchies. But it's really pretty. You really can see it best from this side. So very rainbow, very fun, very, very blue, very purple. But with those pops of red, right? Because it's a red gumball machine. Interesting that there's so much yellow coming out on this side. When I was looking at it initially, I really didn't feel like there was a lot of yellow and tan, but apparently there is. That's what I like about looking at drill Sammiches, is you really get to see not just the colorway, but the quantity of the colorway. It gives you a real idea of what you're looking at in kind of a really condensed amount of space. So give me just 1 second, I'll grab everything for us, and then we can wrap up. Okie dokie. So a few things before we get into special drills that I want to point out. We have a lot of small packs of color, so there's a lot of quick hits of small color. So there may be a lot of colors in this colorway, but you're going to be switching colors a lot. That's good and bad and neutral, right? So you have a lot of colors, but you don't have a lot of that quantity. Kind of just an interesting note because there's a lot of packets that are like this. So I'm going to go ahead quickly and pack these away, and I'll be right back. Okay, so let's take a look at drills, AB drills. In no particular order, I'm just going to pull them. We have AB 954. This is that green one that pops up in the candy. And there's just a few of them. There really are not that many drills in a lot of these colors. So AB 954. We have Fairy Dust Z742. This is going to be one of those that pops up on the fish color. And it also shows up in some of the candy. This is that heart symbol. And I think we have a stray drill in there too. So you get a bonus pink. We have 2 ABs that I just didn't want to cut apart because why risk losing them? We have AB 741 and AB 963. So this is going to be that lowercase n, which we saw in the fish and in a couple of the candies. And then this is that really pretty, this is a very pretty baby pink. And then this was the kind of like fletched arrow symbol. So this was in some of the fish and a few of the other locations that I could find. But I'm surprised there's as much of this one as there is since it was so difficult for me to find. So it'll be fun to kind of figure out where that one shows up. And then this was the asterisk that shows up on the gumball machines in a whole bunch of places and a couple other spots, but primarily in the gumball machine as a highlight color. And it's a little less like pink in real life, but it's relatively pink. It's a very standard DMC color. So if you're familiar with 603, this is 603. And then voila, your Fairy Dust 3865 standard Fairy Dust white. You get a lot of it because like we were talking about, there is a lot of this symbol. So always great to have extra on hand too once you're done with it. This is your primary special drill and you're going to have a lot of it. So what you're looking at is these special drills, and that's what you're looking at for your colorway for specialties. Again, you have a lot of purples and a lot of blues just in general, but for special drills, those are your pops of color. So overall thoughts on this canvas, I've kind of given it away, but I love the fact that there's so much color blocking on this, and that's a personal preference, right? Like some people really, really dig confetti. Some people really love the like mojo of being able to just go with having a bunch of color blocking. I like both. I like being able to mix it up, but if I had to choose one over the other, I love a good color blocking canvas. This definitely fits the bill. I love how intricate the design is and how well it's rendered. The fish look really good on camera and off camera. So it's just really cool. It's a unique piece of artwork. I haven't seen anything like it before. And, you know, honestly, I know some people have really strong preferences about round versus square, but as a round canvas, it's honestly detailed so well. And I think there's something to be said about like fish, underwater, bubbles, round. I don't think it has anything to do with that, but that's kind of cool too, right? So let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. I'd love to know what you think of this canvas. If you made it this far, leave a fishy down below. And yeah, if you bought this canvas, I'd love to know too, because it's probably going to be one of my favorite canvases the entire year. I'm going to call it now. I know that I bought it in January. I'm calling it. So if you have any questions about this canvas, if you have any thoughts, comments, anything that you'd like to know more about, if you have any other unboxings that you'd like to see, please let me know. Otherwise, I hope you're doing well. I hope you're taking care of yourself. I hope all your whips are turning into completions, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.